Chris Connolly, born the 25th of March 1963, is a former Australian rules football player, coach and administrator, most notable for his 6 years as SAG coach of the Fremantle Football Club in the Australian Football League. Playing career. During his playing career with the Melbourne Football Club, Connolly played 84 games and kicked 38 goals as a midfielder. He played from 1982 to 1987, and in 1989, with his career being interrupted and ultimately cut short by knee injuries. Playing career timeline. 1978 captain of Goulburn Valley Schoolboys side, winners of under-15 Victorian State Championships. 1979 1980 Victorian under-17 Teal Cup representative, Victorian vice-captain. 1980 Senior Premiership with Shepparton United. 1981 Melbourne Football Club Under-19 Premiership. 1982 Melbourne Football Club Under-19 Captain and Club Champion. 1982 to 1990 Melbourne Football Club Senior Player. 1983, 1985, 1986 Fourth in Club Championship. 1987 and 1990 knee reconstruction. 1990 retired. 1991 made the life member of the Melbourne Football Club. Coaching career. In 1991, Connolly was appointed as assistant coach at the Melbourne Football Club. He then went on to become the coach of the under-18 Eastern Rangers team in 1992. In 1995, Connolly coached the Victoria Metro team. In late 1995, Connolly joined the Hawthorn Football Club as reserves coach for the 1996 season. In 1998, he was elevated to the senior assistant coaching role. In 2001, Connolly coached one senior game at Hawthorn, round 17 versus Carlton, in the absence due to illness of regular senior coach Peter Schwab. Hawthorn won this game, with Ben Dixon kicking a winning goal after the siren. Fremantle Football Club. Connolly took over the coaching reins at the Dockers for the 2002 season, following the wooden spoon season of 2001. In this first season, the struggle continued somewhat, with the team finishing 13th. However, Connolly then led Fremantle to its inaugural finals series in 2003, which resulted in a loss to Essendon at Subiaco Oval in the first elimination final. In following seasons, Connolly was criticised for not building on that initial finals appearance, with the Dockers finishing 9th in 2004, and 10th in 2005, despite a late-season surge. Before the 2006 season, Connolly made only 3 changes to the playing list, trusting the young list that had been developed during his tenure. Despite an indifferent start, and with intense scrutiny on Connolly's coaching, Fremantle stormed home, winning a club record 9 games in a row and finishing 3rd at the end of the home and away season. The 2006 finals series then saw the Dockers lose to Adelaide away, before Connolly led them to the club's first ever finals win, against Melbourne at Subiaco Oval. Unfortunately, the Dockers' run ended the following week, with a preliminary final loss to Sydney. In 2007, Connolly's future at Fremantle was constantly under scrutiny, as, despite starting the season as one of the Premiership favourites, the team performed poorly. Fremantle president Rick Hart publicly stated that making finals would be a major factor in Connolly retaining the senior coaching post. On the 18th of July 2007, 3 days after Fremantle lost by 4 points to the Kangaroos at Subiaco Oval, Connolly announced that he would resign immediately. Connolly was given the chance to coach for 2 more games, but declined the offer. He departed the Dockers with a 52% coaching success rate. Assistant coach Mark Harvey coached the Dockers for the rest of the 2007 season in a caretaker role. and was eventually employed full-time. Melbourne Football Club. In 2007, Connolly was shortlisted for the senior coaching role at Melbourne. However, he was unsuccessful, with the position going to Dean Bailey, while Connolly became football manager. In 2013, an investigation into Melbourne's 2009 season found Connolly and former coach Dean Bailey guilty of discussions not in the best interests of the AFL. This related most specifically to a meeting in July 2009. This occasion became known colloquially as the Vault meeting, in which Connolly allegedly openly discussed the potential benefits to the club of tanking. As a result of the AFL's investigation, Connolly was banned from serving in any position at Melbourne until February 2014. However, following the resignation of both CEO and president, Connolly was sacked by the Melbourne Football Club in October 2013. Coaching career timeline: 1991 assistant coach at the Melbourne Football Club. 1992 to 1995 inaugural coach of under-18 Eastern Rangers side. AFL senior players produced: David Werpunder, Chris Scott, Brad Scott, Raydon Tallis, Kane Johnson, Adam Kingsley, Jess Sinclair, Mark Bolton. 1996 1997 Hawthorn Reserves coach. AFL senior players produced: Ben Dixon, Angelo Lecca, Luke McCabe, Jade Rawlings, Jonathan Hay, Raydon Tallis, Brad Scott. 1998 to 2001 Hawthorn senior assistant coach. Round 17. 2001 SARG coach vs Carlton. MCG. 2002 to 2007 Fremantle Football Club. Appointed SARG coach to help rebuild Fremantle both on and off the field. 2002 took over the coaching reins following Fremantle's 2001 wooden spoon season in the declaration that the club had a $8 million debt. Won 9 games but struggled to win away from Perth. Finished 13th. 2003 new travelling routine had Fremantle finally winning away from home. Won 14 games, playing, and unfortunately losing, first ever final against Essendon at Subiaco. 2004 Fremantle won 11 games. Finished 9th. 2005 Fremantle won 11 games. Finished 10th. 2006 Fremantle won 15 games. Finished 3rd and participated in finals, before losing preliminary final, then awarded the Con Regan Medal, which recognises those who have made an extraordinary, inspirational and personal contribution to the Fremantle Football Club. 2014. Connolly continues his involvement in the AFL arena, providing special comments on ABC Radio and AFL Live. He also works with Croc Media on the Furtiwa television show, and is writing for the AFL Record and AFL website. In 2014, Connolly also became a founding partner of Advanced High Performance, a company specializing in developing skill technique, coaching methods and sports management. Teaching career: Connolly, who has a Bachelor of Education, majoring in physical education and science, taught at Northcote Technical School and at Pembroke Secondary College in the outer eastern suburbs of Melbourne. He taught classes in physical education, health studies and specialist sporting activities. Chris Connolly's statistics from AFL tables.